Hello and welcome to Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, MrBooMStickXL, and on today's new video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 reasons why you need to buy an Xbox Series S if you own a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, or just looking to get back into gaming without breaking the bank. Coming in at number 5, we'll start with price. Simply put, you get more bang for your buck than any gaming console ever released. The specs in the Series S at $299 are completely unmatched. If you were to try and build a PC with the same exact specs, you'd spend nearly double your money. At number 4, you get next-gen power at the same price as Nintendo Switch. What's interesting and extremely exciting is that the only difference between both the next-gen Xbox consoles is its GPU. The Xbox Series X games play in 4K at 60 frames per second with support up to 120 frames per second, while the Xbox Series S, its little brother, will play games at 1440p at 60 frames per second with up to 120 frames per second support and can be upscaled to 4K. All of the Xbox Series X bells and whistles are included. AMD's RDNA 2 feature set, DirectX 12 Ultimate Ray Tracing, Smart Delivery, VRS short for Variable Rate Shading, and a 512 SSD for super fast loading times. This kind of PC level specs at an entry price has never been done before. Number 3, the sleek design allows for the Xbox Series S to be placed anywhere in your home. It's more than half the size of the Series X, which makes traveling with it as simple as putting it into a backpack. Does size really matter? Not when talking about the Xbox Series S, considering that it's slightly bigger than the Nintendo Switch when docked and 1/3 of the size next to the PlayStation 5. The power, performance, and entry-level price make the Xbox Series S a small investment with big returns. Number 2, whether you're a die-hard gamer who owned an Xbox in the past and wants to return to the ecosystem, or a casual gamer looking for new experiences by becoming a part of the Xbox community, the Series S is the perfect way to do either. The Xbox community is the most welcoming, most accepting, and best place to play a wide range of titles that go from indie-developed IPs like Ori and the Will of the Wisps to AAA bangers like 343's Halo Infinite that's releasing later this year. Every type of genre for every type of gamer. Coming in at number 1, in order to take advantage of the incredible power of the Xbox Series S, you need 3 major components to justify your purchase, and the Xbox Series S has them in spades. Xbox Live is the best and most secure place to buy your digital games and play online with the millions of Xbox players. Along with Xbox Live comes ProjectX-Cloud, giving you the ability to play on your cell phone, tablet, and in 2021 on your TV. Now we're going to talk about Xbox Game Pass, which is considered by many as the greatest thing since sliced bread. With over 100 titles for you to download and enjoy anytime you want, with titles that range from AAA blockbusters to single-person developed masterpieces, along with EA Play's 70+ titles, all for $15 a month. This is a price that is unmatched in the gaming industry. One of the most important aspects of a great console is its incredible games with a library of amazing IPs. Xbox Game Studios now houses 23 first-party studios with 35+ development teams currently making new games for the Xbox platform to play every time you turn on your Series S. With 4 generations of games that include OG Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and of course Xbox Series S games available to download at a push of a button, you'll always have something to play. Now to tell you all about the extremely technical details of the Xbox Series S, I want to bring in the best beard in the business, Jason Ronald, Director of Program Management at Xbox, who will better explain what's under the hood of Microsoft's smallest and most powerful console. I'll check back with you at the end of the video.
When we started this journey in 2016, we set the goal of bringing transformative gaming experiences to all gamers across the globe. Gamers have different priorities and playstyles, but we all want to have the same great gaming experience with the same catalog of next generation games that we can play with our friends regardless of which device we choose to play on. To deliver on our ambitions, we knew we needed to build 2 consoles with similar next-gen capabilities at a differentiated price point. By designing two consoles in parallel from the very beginning, we can deliver the same core gaming experience while also making it as easy as possible for developers to scale their games across both consoles with minimal effort. This means that Xbox Series S delivers the same incredible next-generation experience and features as Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution. With that in mind, I'd like to highlight some of the features and performance benefits you can expect from Xbox Series S, our smallest, most affordable, all-digital, next-generation Xbox console. Xbox Series S leverages the same 8-core Zen 2 CPU architecture as the Xbox Series X, running at 3.6 GHz and 3.4 GHz with simultaneous multi-threading enabled. The primary difference between Xbox Series X and S is the GPU. Xbox Series X is designed to deliver a next-generation gaming experience in native 4K at 60 frames per second with support for up to 120 frames per second. Series S is designed to deliver the same great next-gen experience at 1440p, also with support for up to 120 frames a second. It also includes an advanced hardware scaler to upscale your games when you're connected to a 4K TV. Xbox Series S also has full hardware support for AMD's latest RDNA 2 feature set, including hardware-accelerated DirectX ray tracing, mesh shaders, and variable rate shading, the exact same as Xbox Series X. Xbox Series S contains 10 gigs of GDDR6 memory running at 224 gigabytes per second, scaled in line with the target resolution. Both consoles are powered by the Xbox Velocity architecture, which means you can expect the same next-generation benefits from Xbox Series S, including faster load times, consistent and higher frame rates, and new features like Quick Resume. The Xbox Velocity architecture works in perfect harmony with our custom SoC to make this possible, including our custom NVMe SSD, dedicated hardware decompression blocks, our new direct storage API, and sampler feedback streaming. This enables, on average, approximately 2.5 times improvement on I/O bandwidth performance and memory utilization beyond the raw hardware specifications. Developers can use this improved efficiency to increase the amount of detail and texture variety, or provide additional resources to other systems such as AI. This means that next-generation games will load much faster, texture quality can be significantly increased, and quick cuts between scenes are now achievable, keeping the player immersed in the game world. Here, you can see how much more quickly games can load on Xbox Series S. The player on Xbox Series S is already enjoying the Outer Worlds, while the player on Xbox One is still waiting for the game to load. This is important not just when players launch a game for the first time, but every time. Whether it's time to load in a new level or restart from a previous checkpoint after a momentary setback, Xbox Series S gets you back in the game faster than ever. As we said previously, we designed Xbox Series S to target 1440p at 60 frames per second with support for up to 120 frames per second. With Xbox Series X and S, your favorite games seamlessly scale across devices while maintaining what's new and innovative about our next generation consoles. We wanted to make the development process as easy as possible for developers around the world to build their games for both consoles. All the games you see here are running on Xbox Series S. Developers today already use a number of techniques such as dynamic resolution scaling to scale their games across multiple performance profiles, and the design of Xbox Series X and S empowers them to continue to do so without requiring fundamental changes. Developers will typically optimize their games first for 4K on Series X, and then scale down the rendering resolution to 1440p for Xbox Series S, while still supporting all of the other great next-gen features. With support for all of the same next-generation features and capabilities in both Xbox Series X and S, developers can focus on delivering the same great gaming experience on both consoles, and their power, speed, and performance will enable the future of games.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video giving you 5 top reasons why you should buy an Xbox Series S in 2021. Thanks again for tuning in to another new episode of Double Barrel Gaming. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, share this on social media, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for watching. Have an awesome day.